I again titled the episode on what I think's gonna happen, but who fucking knows because it technically hasn't happened yet. Because I've named it Oregon Trail as a reference to the Oregon Trail because you're gonna be
Quick,
traveling.
no one move.
Via is shaking Lumen. Get that rat out of your head! Give it to me!
Give me that
My
rat.
rat.
The rat's like
Give me the
sitting
rat.
sitting on a rock like nearby watching this. Just shaking Lumen like, give me the rat.
Head spins around, notices him. In all seriousness, jokes aside, in all seriousness, okay, you were able to take us all in there and see that elder brain thing, yes? To the rat, I mean.
Uh, nods nervously because you look like frenzied.
No, she's calming down because she's like, okay, compose yourself because you're about to speak to somebody. Oh yeah, apparently, according to Lumen, I now have a tadpole in my head. Could you put us all in there so we can promptly murder it?
Uh, is it fun? I think it's funnier if the rat only talks to Lumen. I don't know why. Lumen, you hear in your head. I could you tell your friend I can't like put you in your head? If there's like a tadpole in the head, then like I can't. I'm not a surgeon.
The rat says it needs to be like a physical procedure, and it can't do it. 'Cause it's not a surgeon.
I mean,
Takes in deep breath. Okay. Plan A is out the window.
Newt's performed surgery on me before.
No, that's not happening.
Especially not while he's asleep.
Also, brain surgery.
That is not happening.
Murderta
Slightly
does not understand the difference in severity of different types of surgery, and his heart was licked.
To be fair, I don't have a proficiency in medicine, so yeah, I'm sure it'll work out fine. But yeah, let's hit the road.
Okay. Starts up gets Tensa's disc, or perhaps taking everyone else. We'll do the same because that's how we
Yeah.
travel around these days. Via's going to have her star map in her hands, just the flavour
Bless me.
what the level up came with. She's going to have the star map in her hands, and a lot of complicated looking constellations are going to be forming in front of her face, so she's looking very concentrated at them, trying to figure out what to do.
I'm also gonna be like, hey Abigail, what are you gonna do from here? Are you just gonna walk back? Because it's that, or you're coming with us on an adventure that will be incredibly deadly.
How long did
Wait.
it take us to get here?
Like
a
a day, I think.
Yeah, but it was by like magic horse.
Magic horse.
Well, we have magic horse.
Magic horse, oh magic
Yeah,
horse.
but we're traveling
What?
away. Whereas,
Yes, because we are now on the clock.
yeah,
We have a 5-day clock countdown.
I mean, I guess you can come with us.
Okay.
Don't worry, Felix will protect you.
I was just going to say, Felix has survived this whole time.
Yeah, if you just stand near Felix,
You just look at Felix,
nothing
who
bad will happen to you.
unlike everyone else who looks like battered in some way, Felix doesn't look like there's been a scratch on them. There's not a speck of dirt on them somehow.
Yeah,
See?
If you just
See?
stand really close to Felix, you should be okay. I don't know why, but there's some sort of like magical force protecting Felix.
Also, does Owl Friend come back?
Yes.
Shall I just put Plonkum on?
Yeah. I'll admit I sort of forgot to put them back on.
In which case, Via would be like, and what took you?
Ooh.
Like- I take it the owl is just staring.
Yeah.
She just narrows her eyes at it. She has her own suspicions about this bird.
Who?
What?
Who? You. Yeah, you. Who? You.
Who?
You just look over and see Via like arguing with an owl.
But yeah, after a short little bit of like bird speech arguing, she'll stand up and she's not dismissing it or anything, but she has her suspicions about it.
Fair enough.
Look at that owl. It's so nefarious. Dares.
I mean, all owls are nefarious in some way.
No,
Ooh,
they're
that's a
not.
very good point.
No, they're not.
I don't know how to argue with no, they're not.
And yes, they are.
I just don't think
Simultaneously.
they're smart enough to be nefarious.
I don't know. I will argue
It's weird.
owls are pretty smart.
I mean, they're
I'm
pretty
sorry,
smart,
so,
but I don't think they're that smart.
I don't
think
think-
they're smart
I
enough
don't
to
think-
know about evil.
I
I
don't
was
think
gonna
they are.
Things.
I don't think they are crow smart because crows. Because
Yeah,
owls
crows.
merc.
Crows know.
Owls,
I'm just gonna speak up. So, what is it exactly we're doing?
We're
What is
going
going
to
to
we're
the-
going to the other like towers, basically. The obsidian Chardlin tower.
Via will speak up. In which direction is that again?
Pulls out map. That way.
So it's like north. It's like east northeast. Is that right? If I'm remembering the map right. I don't have it in front of me right now.
It is basically east. Like, sort of directly east.
Via's like,
20% east.
she's rubbing her temples, and she's just like, I know that it might take us a little bit longer, but could I suggest to you guys a slight detour?
Where?
Slightly, like points on the map, slightly north, up this way. This will put us over the Star Metal Hills. There's usually a lot of materials there that I can use for spellcasting, and worst case scenario, it's very valuable. It might sort our spellcasting money problem.
That's a fair plan. But
Mm,
we are on a 5-day clock. Would be my only thing. How long will it take us to get to these hills at an
Hey,
estimate?
no one really paid attention to me when I mentioned this, but should we like offer that thing like the skeletal remains of this dragon?
Yeah, no, it's definitely an option. But if we do that, Elder Brain Dragon might just escape into the world and start killing everything.
Yeah, but this world's not real, so it's fine.
I mean,
But it might kill us.
Oh,
yes,
that's worse. Yeah, don't
that's
like that.
exactly what I was just going to say. If it gets out, it's probably. That's why I didn't make a deal with it. Because as far as I was concerned, it was just going to get out and murder us all. So I went, no deal.
If it told us what it wanted to do when it got out, then I would have been much more amenable to it.
You certainly played like the hard line in your deal or no deal game.
If it tells me its motives, then I'm happy to make a deal with it. But it didn't want to, so no deal.
I respect your position on this.
Very
Am I
respectful.
doing? I turned to everyone else. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right?
Unsure of the correct answer, Felix just goes for a high five. You looked like you wanted someone to give you like positive reinforcement.
Always.
Can borrowed knowledge give me tool proficiencies? I think it can.
I believe so.
I'm going to double check. No, and it just says skill. Choose one
Okay.
skill in which you lack proficiency. I know I'm not like proficient with cartographer's stuff, but would there be some sort of check Andrew would want any of us to make to like discern or guesstimate how long the suggested detour would add to our travel time?
Yeah, give me a, what would it be? I guess it would be like related to like nature. So like
you want a nature check?
yeah. Unless you can think of something that sounds better than that. You know, standard D&D with Andrew. Persuade me otherwise.
I mean, history would be like knowing the law of the land, and it's sort of like, well, in order to get from Neverwinter to Waterdeep, it usually takes the average traveler X amount of days by horseback or something like that.
I want a nature, but you can also give me a history based on that information.
Okay, I'm gonna burn a second level spell slot to add my proficiency in the nature, and I'm gonna have guidance up through both of these. Yes.
Nature, very good. Come on now, fuck up that history because it'll be funny because you asked for it.
24. Activate low hold primer.
I'll
History.
give you help.
Help
And
me.
you said help. So that's a 19 on the history and a 24 on the nature. Yeah, those rolls are dog shit.
I mean, they're still good though.
I mean, that's a 19 and a 24. They're not bad rolls.
I mean, the history
Is a 19. That's not a bad
guidance and low hold primer didn't really help all that much, but yeah, it's a 19 and a 24. And I'll take that nature proficiency off because that was borrowed knowledge working.
So you think, on like the route that you're on, it would probably take like an extra day, but you do know that there is like a forested area you could go through, which probably would cut the time in half. It means you'd be like off the trail, but it would.
It's an alternate path.
And you'd
It's
get
an
there
alternate way,
within like
but-
the day-ish.
Yeah, well, I'd get to the Star Metal Hills, or I'd get to the Chardland Spire.
Star Metal.
Okay,
Be-
so
Basically, think of it as like you'll be arriving late in the night if you go straight to Chardland stuff. If you go to the Star Metal, you'd be arriving like sort of morning of the day after. So you'd lose a little bit of time, but not a huge amount.
right.
Whereas if
Okay.
you go like the like actual path route, it'll be like the end of the next day it would take you.
So like Via does a bit of thinking, and she like looks at the land area like in the direction that we're going, and she's like muttering to herself, "I know the Star Metal Hills are that way, just can't quite see it yet because of all of the forests and things." And then goes, "I think that if we just go straight to the spire, we'll probably get there by tonight, by the time we are wanting to go to sleep. If we go to the Star Metal Hills, we'll be able to get there, do a bit of rummaging around, see what we can get, see what spellcasting I can do, see if I can figure out this problem," taps her head and points at Lumen, "and then we'd be close enough to get to the spire by tomorrow morning. So not that
Sure.
big of a delay, really.
Sure, I'm
Especially
relative.
considering that Zamla doesn't sleep. And he can just sit on the horse.
Ah, fuck it, none of you bastards sleep.
I sleep.
There's like...
God
Via
pats
and
you on the head.
Murderthus sleeps.
Yay.
No,
Just
no one
Via
else is
and
aware that
Murderthus.
God just patted you.
What was that giant fucking hand that came out there? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's
Well,
that thing
well,
from the lottery readings.
Why did the giant hand that's like the size of the planet, like in Asira's Wrath, just come down and pat you on the head?
Just
Very
because-
odd.
very
because
gently.
God-
Gigantic
God loves me, this
continent-sized-
I know.
Gigantic continent-sized finger. Boop.
It
Goes back
could
into
be
space.
you.
Whatever it's from like space, and like all of the people are screaming, and the giant hand just like fucking explodes the planet or something. Ah, oh shit.
Oops.
But yeah, I guess we load up on our floaty discs and horse away. And Abigail has officially been added to the
God, she.
Wait, so is everyone sleeping but Zamla?
I mean, although not really, because we're gonna get if are we happy with
Well,
going
that was
to
the plan.
are we happy
it
with
was
going
like, oh yeah,
to the
Zamla
Star
doesn't
Metal
need to
Hills?
sleep.
We're
yeah,
happy with going to the, yeah,
I'm happy going with Star Metal
because
Hills.
we're not going to be sleeping because we're gonna get there before the day is out. Like we'll get to Star Metal Hills like tonight, and Via will be keeping up to navigate for Zamla, which is also going to be really focusing in on her star map. And like I said, she's got some casting that she wants to do.
By the way, long shot, but is the alternate version of her dad on a different plane than the one we are?
I mean, we had to go to the Feywilds to go see him.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
on
yeah.
the
Oh, okay,
Feywild.
never
Where
mind.
on the material?
Yeah, never mind. I just wanted to check in case.
In case.
In case.
I don't like this.
What, you scared my dad's gonna turn up again?
Since Zamla never said anything like that in reality, he just goes, so what are you talking about?
I like your dad.
I'm gonna save that image because it's cool.
But yeah, I guess we head off, Andrew.
Yeah.
The Star
I don't
Metal.
want you to take this the wrong way, Lumen.
Hmm?
But you're not the best judge of character we've met so far.
That's fair. I trust you.
See, that's. Never mind. Take the compliment.
So, you've got like half a day of like traveling, give or take, where pretty much nothing will be happening unless you want to. You see like some wolves and shit. You can stop and kill them if you really want to.
No thanks.
I will be focusing all of my positive mental energy into Via.
I will be constantly thinking about my two in-head friends.
What do you mean, Bertha, by putting all of your mental energy in?
All of my positivity is channeled straight to Via to keep Via from killing us all.
So I'm
Just.
Oh.
Well,
I know you don't want to kill us all, but I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't happen.
I know. Well, I was just going to say I appreciate the good vibes, but I'm not being overcome with any urges to kill. Well, except for this thing in my head.
Ah, so you're vibrating.
I am vibing as hard as I can towards Via.
I'm just constantly thinking about the two friends in my head. El Dragoni and Jeremy and stuff.
Now.
Just
Well,
so that they don't disappear or something.
How much does it cost to cast this again?
Oh yeah, Andrew.
25
Mhm.
gold.
While we're traveling, can Zamla do something at some point?
Maybe. What do they want to do?
First, Zamla's gonna go to murder there. A murder there. I was hoping to ask you something.
Yes. Vibe.
What?
Don't worry.
How
Just
is your
keeping
name?
us all alive.
How is your name?
My name is fine.
Because I may have a means of helping you add to that protective nature if you were interested.
What do you mean, buddy?
Zamla's gonna seemingly out of nowhere pull out a a diary, the one which, if you've ever paid attention to him at random, you'll notice that he like writes in, and he's going to open it. He's going to flick through the pages, come to an empty one, and hand you a pen. All I require is your name, and you'll be under my protection.
What does your protection require of me, apart from just writing down a name?
Simply your name is all I ask for.
What does you having my name mean? I know you people have some like weird stuff to do with names.
Oh, there's nothing from menacing of the sort. I simply want to protect my comrades, but all I need is your name in exchange. Just write your name down and it will help you.
Can you give me an hour to think about it while we're traveling?
Of course, and I do the same with the others, Andrew.
Sure.
With my other party members. So what do you say to this?
Nice try.
Suit yourself. Anyone
Look,
else?
No disrespect, Samla, but we know we're both playing the same game here.
What game is that? There are many
Oh,
games.
I would roll my eyes, but us owls can't.
Why? What are you intending to do with other people's names? Are you implying that you're taking them from
Nothing
malicious
currently, because
intentions?
I'm not asking.
Then what game were you referring to? Yu-Gi-Oh
know-
or Monopoly?
I'm busy right now, Zamla.
There are only two games, as Faye you should know.
Oh, his game
Yu-Gi-Oh
is going to
or
be
Monopoly.
murdering us all in our sleep soon, so we should really avoid that.
Would anyone like to give me their name in exchange for protection? Anyone?
I just slowly lower Felix's hand.
Suit
You know-
yourselves.
You need to find a way to like market this in a less creepy way. I'm gonna say that.
That's true. Also, pick your clientele a bit more carefully.
I'm just offering my protection. It will make it when you're reduced to 0 hit points, you won't outright die.
Oh no, I understand what you're actually doing, but like Murdertha
Yeah.
would not be signing up for this.
Yeah, I get what you're talking about now. Via probably would as well, but Via's just still like, still you have to phrase it. Yep.
Does it have to be my
Okay.
like given name from when I was born, or can I give you my stage name?
Your name.
Not
But
sure.
like I've got multiple names.
Whichever one, really. I guess.
Okay, I write down Murdertha T Gnomes Esquire.
Nice. I kind of want to just put Via in there, but Via will be like, yeah, but no, seriously, just, transparency with clientele and things like that goes a long way.
Hmm.
You will, in this book, I will only write the name that I tell everybody else that they can use to address me.
I don't charge for my friends.
Good, neither do I. But, again, this is still technically a contract, but if I state what I'm sending it with, what's the word I'm looking for? The details become more hard and fast. So Via will just put Via in like, freaking serifed letters in the book. Now that she knows what it is, but at the same time
Okay.
she's like, just more transparency with your friends or any clients who you want to keep. Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to.
Zamla, Sorry.
Sorry, can I just say before you move on with this, I just want to be like turn to Lumen and be like, man, this face stuff is really weird.
Oh, you
And
have
then-
to be careful.
And then you can have your sorry about
Okay.
agree.
Whenever
It's a bit
when
odd.
each of you sign the book, Zamla's gonna blink his eyes, open them for a second, and he's gonna have your eyes for a moment, and then blink them again, and they return to normal.
that. Fucking hell, man.
Yes, that will do. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Okay,
you should never sign anything a Fae gives you,
Hmm.
basically.
Taste of liver and onions put
Yeah,
together.
yeah, but then Via looked at it and she was like, "Oh, it's that thing, right?" Which, again, why she was telling Zamla, a bit of transparency, especially since it's to your friends, instead
Cuts
of
to
just saying,
Zamla with
giving you names.
Trust is Amla
Cut-
with.
cuts to Zamla talking to Asmodeus. Yes, those fuckers fell for it. I can't believe it. They're fucking stupid.
It's fine.
All I
It's fine.
needed
It's
was a
fine. I
binary
didn't.
name on the book.
It's fine. I didn't say my real name. It's fine.
Yeah,
I've been a devil this whole time, fuckers.
Asmodeus looks at the book and he's like, "None of this is legally binding. That's not that. Via's name is not. Olivia's name is not spelled VIA with a heart above the I. That is not legally binding."
Although, in reverse, that's a really interesting way to get out
And-
of that. But that,
And
that
Murder
you
the
do
T
write
Gnomes
it
is
that
his
way.
job. It's his job title, not his name.
I didn't sign it to begin with, because I already have the Snaggletooth of Destiny.
So it's not going to protect you guys then, since you didn't put your names.
Yeah, this is the sad thing of like Murdertha is the name he uses, but like it's not his actual name. It's a
So
title given
basically,
to
you
him.
guys are getting no protection whatsoever because
Yeah,
it's not your actual names.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like Murdertha would sign Murdertha, but Murdertha's not technically his actual name.
I already have the protection of Snaggletooth. So
This
I
is
already
what
have
I'm saying. This is the
protection
real
thing.
awkward thing of having characters where like I'm using this weird pseudonym that was given to me in this situation.
So
and-
V
but
is not
especially
getting
when-
protected either, then? Since...
And,
I would assume
and
V is
that-
actually her name.
You know it's not.
I mean,
So basically, neither of you wrote your name, is what you're saying.
yeah, unfortunately, mine is not by like.
I mean, again, Via's just kind of screwing with you.
This is the problem with playing a very,
Yeah.
very, very fair character and then trying to help them with a thing that
But-
would be bad for a
the
fate
other-
they'll do.
But the other person is also a fae, so you just both end up like just messing each other around.
I mean, you could do like an insight check.
No, this is the thing
I
of like.
mean, I know what it is, but Via's still like, I'm not letting my actual name get out there.
Yeah.
No, like Murdertha would sign Murdertha because he calls himself Murdertha, but like technically his name is not actually Murdertha.
Yeah.
Because who would call their child Murder the Gnomes?
Yeah, they're called Harold.
How did you know his name? I never told you that.
I am God! So does everyone like my horse and travel cart?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't see them.
That is
The
a
ma-
glorious horse. That is a wondrous being.
Look at
Only-
my horse.
only
My horse is
rivaled by-
amazing.
Only rivaled by such entities like Be This.
So, what about everyone else? What is everyone else up to?
I have a question.
Yes?
I'll be able.
So, for the spell that I took from your level up, the material components state, because it originally used to be a cleric spell, but now druids and wizards get it as well. The material is a sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion, worth at least 25 gold, and the spell consumes it. But Via's like closest thing to a religion because she knows a lot about them, but doesn't swear piety to anything.
Just
Would probably just be the stars themselves.
Just replace
I-
replace the text of that with a sacrificial offering of. Like whatever like not sacrificial.
A material offering.
Yes. Yeah, you
So
have
I
to
can-
sacrifice Lumen.
Lumen's worth more than 25 gold.
Yeah, well I suppose you could chop a bit off him. Which bit are you least attached to?
One
I'm
of the
attached to all
one-
of me.
one of the purple bits.
Aw, but I'm using those.
Via did not say that. That was me being evil. Via wouldn't say that. Yeah, in that case, I'll just. In that case, I'll pay the money and. Fuck, I hope this doesn't have, like, massively negative consequences.
See him? Question mark. Why?
So that's
Why-
even less money that I have now. Going to cast divination.
Mm-hmm.
So. So ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, activity to occur within the next 7 days. Since we're on a 5-day time crunch, that's totally on the cards, and the GM offers a truthful reply.
Okay.
It can be a short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen. And it doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as casting additional spells or the loss again of companions.
It's the friends.
Don't,
Yeah,
don't,
Zuzu.
don't cast it multiple times, because then it just starts getting jank. So it's augury, but a lot more precise.
Okay.
Via is going to beseech the stars themselves with her material offering. With her story map in one hand, her father's papers in the other, sitting on the Tensor's disc. Beseech the stars themselves to answer. God, this is like when you cast Wish and you have to be like really fucking precise with what you're going to say. Essentially, what course of action would I have to take, and/or what conditions would I need to meet to utilize the rod that is in her possession, the magical item that is in the magical rod that is in her possession that she has already like re-empowered, and use it to solve the current issue regarding the Mind Flare tadpole in her head, as well as the Elder Brain in her friend's head. She understands that the rod can create duplicates. Whether that duplicate can have things like the Elder Brain copied and transferred into it, or just transferred into it, as in moved, she doesn't know, and would like to know if any of that is possible and how to do it.
Okay, give me a sec. Okay. Fuck knows whose voice you're gonna hear, but
I mean, that's why Via was like, because she's doing everything that she knows she can, but at the same time she knows when she tried to contact Savras, it did not go great. But if she's like, I'm going to beseech the stars themselves, there are still some of them out there,
yeah,
so I'll surely get something back.
yeah, you get contacted by Star-Lord. The response you get back is... I'm just trying to think of the wording, because you obviously want it specific. Yeah, that's kind of cryptic, but is technically correct. A magical load shared is a magical load made easier.
Okay, so Via's already thinking about when we shared all of our abilities to open that portal, because she had already amped out most of her power for that day.
Mm-hmm.
So we all infect ourselves with mind fire tadpoles.
No. This in my mind is happening in Via's head.
Yeah,
Like she's just
you're
hearing
just
this
like
shit.
you're sitting on the floating circle doing your divination shit.
Yeah, you guys can just see she's got her dad's pages in one hand and her star map in the other. The star map is glowing like fuck, and there's complex constellations hovering around her, and she's kind of phasing into her story form. Like the ends of her hair just get frosted with ethereal white, and her eyes are glittering, and she's not focused on anything specific because she's just hearing shit. Which is also like, that doesn't solve what do with Elder Brain thing.
Huh.
Or tadpole in head.
So, wait, does it exist like in your mind or physically in your brain like a
I
tumor?
mean,
Doesn't
the way
know.
I think of it, the way I'm thinking of it is it's kind of like receiving a sending.
Is Via in the middle of talking about this?
No,
What?
no, I was still waiting for Andrew to finish. If there was any more.
Okay.
There isn't any more, but can you give me an Arcana?
Arcana plus guidance. My portents for today, because this is. Or have I used my portents? I don't
Who
know.
fucking cares?
I'll roll. Cool. Those are mid.
Oh.
Can I have a nat 20?
Uh,
There's 26.
26 is pretty good. Okay,
It was,
so
it was an 18 on the dice.
can you also give me an insight with advantage?
Advantage. 19.
Pretty good. Okay, so this is probably like gonna take up a bit of your travel time of thinking, but you think on what you were told and the weird cryptic message and like the stuff you've previously done with how you activated it and the channeling everyone for the spell and stuff. You think it could be the reason that you're unable to attune to this item is its attunement might be too, in quotation marks, large for you. So you might have to share it.
Kind of like how, what to make this in universe, what Lumen said to, the Great One, the Hollow Dragon, elves, developed. What was it, high magic, where a bunch of powerful casters get together to cast one big mega spell?
Thank you for reminding me of that. That is actually a perfect example, yes.
Yeah,
you
that's
could have
what's
been
just popped
thinking
into my
about
head.
that. Because
So
yes,
there's, like,
it is
stuff like that.
it is related to that type of thing. I just forgot that was mentioned last week, so that's perfect.
At the same time, Via's like, damn, Dad used this on his own. Jesus. But then she's also like, hold up, he used this to make loads of simulacrums of me. That's a question for later. That's an experiment for later.
That sounds like something a bear would say.
I was thinking a bit more of a Sonya, what Sonya would say.
Same thing.
By the way, Via, I was hoping to ask you a question.
Yeah, you get nothing because freaking manic pixie dream girl shit going on.
Oh, she's sleeping.
Not
like I said
sleeping.
before, she's kind of trancing.
Okay.
Look at those beautiful sheep.
You can talk to her, but you can talk to her, but you turn around and you just see her eyes are just like in a trance and glowing.
This wonderful
So-
chicken.
Sorry, Andrew, were you finished or?
Well, I mean, if there's like player stuff happening, that can happen before. But it was essentially when everyone is done with their things, I need a perception check from everyone.
Okay.
Help
But Via-
me bet.
At the same time, Via's like, don't know how to use this to. Okay, I guess we're doing that now. Just regular perception,
Yes.
not advantage.
Yeah.
Perception. Perception, not persuasion.
I don't know. You could try to persuade me.
26.
Come on, Andrew. Let me see it. I really want to.
All right then. And Zamla, I'm guessing, didn't have advantage on that.
No.
Okay, just making sure. Murderthai, you want to roll?
Goddamn mutant mics.
Ah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to sort stuff. My roll 20 has been blanking out, and I keep blinking out of stuff.
That's pretty fucking good. Okay, so I guess everyone but Zamla.
Despite the fact that he's at the front.
Yeah. I mean, well, Lumen's technically at the front. Zamla's like almost exactly in the middle of
Despite
where
the
I've
fact it's
put
his
you.
horse.
He
Yeah.
doesn't need to ride his horse technically, I guess.
Yeah, but he also has a disc up, and we need the discs to be in a. Never mind.
I
Yeah,
mean,
look-
he can be on one of the discs and not on his horse technically, and command it
Yeah,
to
but
run.
but then does one of us sit on the horse to make all the discs move?
No. Well, I guess I'm on the cart, so my disc is behind the cart, and
Alright,
then
so we're using the
Samla's on
phantom
my
steeds
disc
to
and
pull a
then-
cart.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
Cool.
And everyone's
Cool.
attached via ropes to keep together. Even though magic.
Even though the discs follow you.
Just in case. So, ignoring how fucking barren this map is, it's just the first one I liked. This would obviously be when you're going through like the forested area. Everyone who's not Zamla, you've noticed something weird for the past like 5 or so minutes. Like, you keep thinking you see movement in like the tree line. And then it's weird, it's like there's a weird undulating that you're seeing around you.
Investigate the undulations. I guess.
What's undulating again? Sorry.
You don't know.
Yeah, I guess I will investigate the undulations to check and see if it's an illusion or something. See if we're in like illusionary terrain or whatever.
True sight.
For this specific case, true sight does not help.
Detect magic.
No.
I don't. Okay, in that case, there's only one thing it could be. Someone's bending space around us mundanely.
No. So,
Nah, then it's definitely magic.
are you like stopping the cart and having a look, Lumen? Is that what you meant
Yeah.
by like investigating?
Yes, I'm stopping the car and having a look.
So you were like just like traveling down a relative clearing. When you go into the bushes and try to look at what the hell the weird movement you saw was, you thought it was the floor at first, but then you're like, that grass is very leathery, and you realize that the green on the ground is not like a grassy floor.
Big snake? I don't know.
Are we on something's back?
Turtle.
It's turtles all the way down.
Do you like poke it or anything?
I give it a little pat. Who's a good boy?
An eye opens up on the floor and looks at you.
I say, who's a good boy?
It just looks at you.
Do we have permission to like keep going this way?
Cast tongues? Question mark. Do I see this? With the 26.
Yeah? I mean, like,
Cast.
everyone would say it once Lumens actually went up and started investigating.
Cast tongues. I think my friend is asking if it's okay for us to pass. Is it? We mean you are no harm.
Can I roll Arcana to see if I know what this is?
So tongues, if this thing, whatever it is, understands any language, it should have understood that.
You get like 50 answers back at once and don't understand what they said.
Oh god, it's a hive mind of some kind.
Also, yes, you can roll Arcana.
I shall do that too. Just in case. If Roll20 would like to roll sometime today.
Nah, it wouldn't.
Help my bat.
Those are two pretty bad rolls from both of her.
19's not bad.
Nine-
It's,
19
yeah, but
is not a
it's,
bad roll.
it's exactly average for you.
You have no fucking clue exactly what it is. But you definitely, like, based on, I'm guessing you said out loud the hive mind comment via. Based on.
Like if she hears a million voices, she'll just like clasp her fingers, her hands over her ears, and go, "Oh my god, it's like some kind of hive mind."
So. Yeah, Lumen with the 19, you think this could be some sort of you're not really sure because it looks like it's just like a big potentially massive meat.
It's a big blob of meat. I guess we just keep going. Have a nice day, meat.
It blinks at you.
Does it have a mouth anywhere?
Not one you can currently see.
I don't suppose
I'll
Via
just
hears it.
I'll just pop some jerky on it and then go back to the cart.
I don't suppose Via hears any other attempts at communication if it's looking at Lumen.
No.
Cool.
Yeah, I give it a little snack by just leaving it on it somewhere. I'm sure it'll find a way to eat that. And I guess we keep going.
Cool. So you like probably a little slower while you're checking around. You're going forward, and then you notice that there's like you're almost positive that the green is covering more and more stuff. You didn't even realize that you're now the road you're on is the green stuff. And even without a perception check, you can see there's like a big mass up ahead.
Okay.
Would you like to approach the mass?
I mean, I guess if it's on the way to where we're going.
Excellent.
Oh god. What is this?
Are you a? Is it a thing? Oh, what are they called again? Hecaton Cairo. Is it one of them?
No, but I'm intrigued what that is. If it's a D&D thing.
It's a ancient Greek thing, but it's also in the D&D lore.
No. Anyone at this point can give me an Arcana check. It isn't this part is mostly not a hard roll.
I don't suppose Burb would give advantage.
No, because this is like knowledge.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
So that goes not that it matters, but that goes the same for Lumen.
You know what?
Fair enough.
You know what? Bollocks to that. That becomes a 19.
Okay, so yeah, everyone, even the 13 barely, but with Murder's 13, this is more sounds familiar, whereas most other people it's like that really looks like a fucking a bunch of trolls have been smushed together.
Oh no, it's gonna troll.
Are they that big, or...?
They are bigger than that.
Oh my god, we don't have to pay the troll toll, do we?
No, not the troll doll. Ah,
Oh god, Danny DeVito's voice.
I have Yu-Gi-Oh based flashback.
Yu-Gi-Oh based PTSD. Is it hostile or is it just freaking out like it looks like it's doing?
It's sort of just doing its thing.
I guess we just go around it.
Yeah.
Again, this is not the actual size. Around it would take a significant time.
Yeah, but I don't think we can go over it. because it will attack. So
just straight over. Oh,
I
that's
think
in the
we'll
GM
have to
layer.
go. And again, like of all the options we have, can't go over it, can't go under it, can't go through it. We'll have to go around it,
How tall is it?
like the ancient rhymes foretold.
How tall is it?
2 stories.
Yeah. Just slow down the. I mean, as the cart stopped, right?
I mean, unless anyone specifically doesn't want to stop it.
Technically, I guess we could fly over it, but we'd have
I mean,
to
that's what I was
abandon
just.
the cart.
That's what I was just going to check. I mean,
Uh,
Via's not really strong enough to carry people unless
Yeah,
she
but
burns. If she burns a story transformation,
it
she'll
doesn't
have
actually-
magical flight.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter that much. If, like, for example, if you turned into a bird, you have a
I
disc,
can't.
right? Yeah, you
Also,
can.
also,
I can
I mean-
turn you into a bird.
no. Also, already a bird can already fly.
Oh,
But
fair enough, then.
also,
You have a
But
you have a
also-
floating disc, right?
yeah, the floating discs only stay 10 foot off a maximum of 10 foot off the ground.
Hmm.
They don't go that high in terms of elevation. And if you try to, it literally says in the description, it does that so that if you try to make it float over like a crevasse, like a big ravine, it'll just drop down to the bottom of the ravine.
Yeah,
so
but we could
we
fly
can't
10.
make it fly.
We could fly 10 feet above the thing and then fly over it and stand on the discs.
Do you want to be the one to try that via? You sit on Via's Tensor's disc and she flies over it and see what happens.
I mean, it should be fine. But I don't really see, other than going around it or doing that, I don't really see another plan
I
here.
mean, Via's gonna fly up anyway, but just straight up so she can see over it to see if it is just like a line, or if it's because it's a great big blob, or if it's because it is the terrain going forward. That's what she wants to find out, and then she can drop down and report.
Just because it was funny in my head, but doesn't actually make any sense logically. It does appear like it's a big long wall.
Okay, so it's a wall. That's what I was hoping. Just lets her wings relax so that she slowly like drops down. It's like, well, good news. It's just a wall.
You're playing Terraria. It's the wall of flesh.
It's the wall of flesh. Do you want to try that idea, Lumen?
I mean, it depends. How steep is it?
It looks pretty steep. It looks like a wall steep level of steep.
In which case, I'm not sure that the disc will be able to levitate over it effectively.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we could try and. I mean, if it is a wall, I guess we could blast through it.
Yeah, but isn't it alive?
It's a troll. They'll regenerate.
Yeah, but if we start trying to burrow through its very being, wouldn't that aggro it?
Probably, but it doesn't look like it can move. And like, while it's kind of mean for us to hurt this troll unprovoked, it is eating the local wildlife just cause, and also if we don't do this, we may die.
By the way, the tokens that I have been adding are things that are splitting off and, yes, eating the wildlife.
Other than
Yeah,
that, we
I
could
mean,
go
again,
around.
that sounds it sounds selfish, but we kind of have problems that are pressing on us.
Like, I want to help the things, but I think we should just either resolve to go around it or we go through it. Those are the only real choices. We can't really go over
Or
it.
figure out some way of going over.
I mean, you can fly. I can polymorph. Well. If it looks hungry and it's going for the horse, I'm shooting it.
I say in my mind the horse is non-physical, so that it's just like chomping on nothing. Or even
I
better,
guess-
it's like it's chomping on a bit of metal, just like
I was gonna say, how does it know the horse is there? Because, oh wait, yeah, you get to decide what the Phantom Steed looks like. Yeah,
I
it's
guess
not invisible.
I guess we start leaving because it might attack us.
just reversing.
Yeah.
It's just like
The
walking,
Phantom
numbing.
Steed, the Phantom Steed has 100 movement. Can we not outrun them by going along the wall to go around it?
Yeah, I guess we just go around the wall of troll.
But using like the Phantom Steed's full speed. So hold on tight.
Yep.
I like the idea you do that, but that one's still numbing and it's just getting dragged along.
What a good boy.
God.
Yeah, I guess we just go around it, cause yeah.
This will.
Try to communicate, but
Hey, you could always try again. Do a detect thoughts.
no. Tongues was bad enough. Oh, no,
Sure.
we lost somebody.
Oh, could I make a wall of force ramp?
Maybe?
It's only 100. It can only be 120 feet long. How high's the troll wall?
He said 2 stories, so that's the height of a
Yeah,
house.
that's way too high.
You know what? Let's do something funny. Because I'm happy for you to do that because it's silly. And it accomplishes the exact same thing as walking around.
But just a tad faster. It's like use the force, and Lumen just starts like waving his hand as if he's lifting something, and everyone starts levitating. But they are actually just on the wall of force.
Look, I use the force to make a ramp. Then we ramp off the
Vroom!
side.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Woo!
It becomes black and white and freeze frames on us like falling out of the air because flying off the end of the ramp, and just an
This
area
is me.
goes.
I bet
Yeah,
you're wondering
you-
how I got here.
I mean, I was gonna go with the looks like them adventures got themselves in a whole heap of trouble.
But
or
find out how I got in
third
this predicament. Let's go back.
or third option, goes black and white, goes freeze frame, the JoJo's to be continued thing underneath.
Oh. Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference?
Okay, you're now gonna get a very stupid encounter instead of that.
Oh, great.
So Lumen, can you give me a dex save?
Like,
It's definitely not a dex save in the
13.
way you think it is.
13.
Okay, so Lumen, you see something appear in front of you. Oh my god, how big's this picture gonna be? Let's see. Oh, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading. I've not made... Oh, it's big!
That's a big boy.
Why are there so many goblin types? What the hell?
Fuck it,
Hello.
yeah, he is that big. With the 30 in, you don't take damage, but he swings and knocks one of the wheels off the cart.
Why?
He yells something in Giant, I believe? Yeah, Giant.
I mean, I still have tongues up, so I guess I understand it.
Oh, okay. I I can never remember how long tongue stays up for.
I think it's an hour, right?
Something like that.
Uh,
Let's double check.
well, Via, you would hear
Yeah, it's ages.
in like essentially kind of like a really pissed off child kind of thing of like, this spirit is like, what the fuck, you instead of helping, you like ramped off our body.
Sorry,
We're kind of
Just
in a
look-
hurry.
we're kind of like. Via's like we're kind of on the clock. We have to get to the Storm Metal Hills, and beyond that, within the next couple of days, we would have stopped the help, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's very little we can do right now. Also, I can't communicate with. Points at the pile. All of that, so I don't know how I would help.
Yeah, what do you want us to do about it?
We could have just burrowed through, but I said no because that would be mean to you.
I could turn the mass into a bird. Would that help?
Via translates for Lumen.
This person doesn't seem to care.
Well, we're
Uh,
going fights, I guess.
He's just gonna aggro.
Yeah.
Nice. Come on, D8. Well, thank you, Gift of Alacrity.
21 plus a D8 because gift of alacrity. 1.
No,
It's still a 22.
the initiative count updated, so I just deleted my own token off the map instead of updating my initiative counter because that was really poorly timed.
I mean, do Murdatha and Zamla want to join in with this?
Remember
At least I rolled the same initiative twice.
that? Oh god, who died?
No one yet.
Graham, I think, dropped out of the call.
Ah,
I forgot.
I'm in the wrong chat, so like there's no one in the call. I accidentally clicked on the Spelljammer chat.
Well, I rolled. Hello?
Hello?
Yep.
Hello.
Okay, just wondering. Yeah. Okay, everyone's alive as I can tell.
Okay, Graham is back.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, we
Hello,
heard you. Ahoy, hoy.
Okay. Sorry, I've been blinking in and out and I haven't really made much heads or tails of what's happening, so I'm just gonna...
Ghost Troll. Roll initiative.
Okay. I will when a map appears.
Ah. How big? Ah, the ghost troll's only a large, so it definitely shouldn't be that big.
Yeah, much smaller.
The other thing is gargantuan though.
It's a wall of troll. How do you want us to deal with that?
I mean, it would totally be able to deal with it if we weren't panicking about mind flayer shit in our heads
Mm-hmm.
and we had the time, but we don't.
Would we?
I mean, we'd be able to if we weren't on the clock. We'd be able to delve more time into how do we solve this or help these trolls. But again, got tadpoles and elder brains stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah,
Anyone do something about it?
with some like polymorphing shenanigans, we might be able to solve it, and the right level of like cutting the trolls apart, I suppose.
And Ghost Boy is not listening to reason. Is that all of the rolled?
I
think
believe
so.
Okay.
Well, except the
Yeah.
NPCs that are immortal.
Yeah.
I hope this guy's not very bright. Can you give me an intelligence saving throw?
Oh, he's such a smart boy. What's his int?
I hope he's not.
Oh, he has like the highest int. Oh, it's not bad. How's 16?
What's his mod?
-1.
I'll make that a 10. He's as I cast new spell.
Ooh.
Yep, that one. Do it then.
I'm trying.
There. Hypnagogia. And
Uh-huh.
I'm going to... So he gets an intelligence save,
Wow, that's a lot.
and he will get an intelligence save at the end of each of his turns. This is for 1 minute. And I get to pick for any of these 3 effects. The effect I'm going to pick is False Awakening. False Awakening puts him into a trance-like state of semi-consciousness, in which instance I roll a d4 at the beginning of his turn to determine his behavior on the d4 table provided there. So when it's his turn, a 4, the creature does nothing. So
Nice.
he'll do nothing on his turn, and since Via has just like straight up made him fail that, she's like, okay, we should be able to get around him now without him harming us, because he can't take reactions when under this.
Yeah. I guess we just leave.
We can just beat this passive.
We win!
God,
Hell yeah!
I fucking tried to give you combat, and you're like, no, we're gonna not do the combat. And then a week later, oh, we don't do combat very often. God.
Fun combat.
You put mind flayers in our heads, and now we're like, well, what to fix this?
This was combat, Andrew. This was one of my favorite combats we've had.
And I got to use my new spell, and it worked.
Yeah, it worked very well.
I mean, yeah, that was Andrew. That was combat. We just won it very quickly.
And in a very normal way.
Yeah.
Let's
We
do an attack
stunned
with
the
Felix
ghost,
on the way
basically.
past. I'm gonna try and throw a rock at him. Go, Felix, go! Nice.
Roll a 6. I wonder what his modifier is for that. It's a -1.
Yeah, it's a +/-1, apparently. Not sure why, but +/-1 it is.
So we're riding past, and Felix is just like, yeah, still.
Totally misses somehow. It's absolutely not
Wait.
moving at all.
Felix, stop playing with your rocks.
So yeah, he tries to take a swing at us, and Via just like looks up, and her eyes just flash violet for a second, and he just goes still, and then goes into a trance. And Via's like, we should be able to get away unmolested now.
Yeah, and we just ride on by with our fast horse that moves at 100 feet around. So we just zoom away, I guess.
Yeah, but this moves
Bye,
at 30
troll.
around. Wait,
Bye.
does the amalgam... Oh my god, the amalgam has such a high speed. For being
What
a...
is
Is it 0?
No, it's 60.
Wait,
Wow.
what?
For being a
It's
big
scary.
ball of goop, it's very fast. It has a 60
Again, we
60 climb as well.
I mean, the only thing that we're guilty of here is not paying the troll toll.
Exactly.
It's true. We didn't pay the troll toll.
But the troll toll was hostility, so we're like, no. I love how the idea of like he tries to aggro and Via is just like, no, stop it, and he just does.
Alright, I guess I'll leave.
Rolled up newspaper. No. Bad ghost.
Nom 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 nom. Nom
And
nom
then
nom
we
nom.
ride off. No, bad. You go back there.
Okay.
We're still faster than you. You bad troll ball.
Oh, it's just like Katamari.
We won the combat. Hell yeah, we're the best. God, can you imagine if combat existed?
I'm just gonna leave him
the
there
post
angrily
risk
staring.
I mean, he'll either keep failing the checks that he gets to make, or he'll succeed, but we'll already be
Long
a
gone.
fair distance away by that
Vastly
point.
too far away, yes.
Worst case scenario, he comes to his senses in 1 minute, but then he's just like, "Fuck us! Can't believe you've done this."
Yeah, let's do some. So, how long's the spell last?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, so at the end of each of his
But
actions, let's do an int
he-
save.
Yeah,
Oh,
he gets
8
an
Ian.
int save at the end. Okay,
Fucking hell.
Yeah, when
yeah, so
we're...
yeah,
Dice
we
wise,
get
it's
one
rolling
round-
very well.
yeah, an 18 would actually pass, but we will
Yeah,
already
you'd be long
what,
gone.
a few hundred feet away.
Okay, so everyone would hear a loud noise via. You would hear profanities.
Look, like, infused in her head, because we're out of range of communication, so it's like, I apologized.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you were very polite about that. I was gonna cast Charm Monster and do the exact same thing.
Yeah, Via's actually like quite excitable there because she's like, "Oh yeah, the stars give me that new spell. Puts people into trances. It can also make people scared."
It could also make people scared. All right.
I was gonna use the power of friendship. That's what Charm Monster is. It says it becomes your friend. So,
I mean, if he catches up, you can still do that. Cause that kind of ate a lot of my power to do that.
I can do that 3 times.
You don't. From what you can tell in your dashing away state, you don't think it seems to be following.
Or if it is, it can't really catch up.
Or that, yes.
Yeah, we just race off, I guess. Unless we encounter anything else on the road.
More troll tools.
There's another troll wall, just 10 feet further up the road.
The troll's
doing the
brother.
They're doing their whole troll-based attack on Titan shtick with layered walls.
Wait a minute. Yeah, you make a good point.
Oh, I
That
wish I hadn't said anything
That
now.
was Troll Cena. This is Troll Maria.
Troll Cena.
No one saw him coming. That's why he's Troll Cena.
There you go.
All right, guys.
This is
Think we're boned.
this is definitely not an encounter you could win.
I think
Wait, what? What?
Survive
Because
encounter.
nothing's changed for me.
Oh, that's unfortunate for you then.
Yeah, I think people who can fly would fly away, and everyone else would be dead.
Maybe I have to refresh.
Do you think you guys could take on 4 CR17 things?
I
No,
think we could
definitely
run
not.
away from 4 CR17 things if we weren't cornered by them.
Engage
lost the
the
director.
ramp of force.
I mean, I only have one of those, so it's gonna be I would probably cast Polymorph on one of the people who can't fly, and then I would try and teleport out. Would
Oh
be my game
god.
plan.
Yeah, I've refreshed and now I see it. Oh come on, freaking beating Ghost Boy straight away can't be that bad.
No, I just realised how cool it looks if I layer a bunch of them. It actually looks more
Okay.
accurate for what I was imagining.
We would be just running away from that.
Yeah.
God, I refreshed my page and it reloaded, zoomed right the fuck in on this guy's face. Like really close in his face.
Which
And I was
one's
like, oh
me?
god, this guy. It
Oh, right,
reloaded.
yeah, this boy.
It reloaded, zoomed right up to his face. I was like, oh god.
But yeah, I guess we head off. Having
running up-
defeated that encounter.
You
Keep
have.
running away now that I've used all my biggest stuff.
I did just realise you couldn't have done that. But oh
What do you
well.
mean couldn't have?
The wheel was knocked off the cart.
Oh, I cast Fabricate. Here, then, Andrew,
We'll just mend it, it's fine.
Yeah,
I
it's fine.
cast
Yeah.
Fabricate on my turn. The cart immediately is fixed, and then we leave.
Okay,
Yes.
that's better.
Never mind, Never mind, that actually takes time, but
Mending.
technically we don't need a cart. We could
Wait,
just
wait,
all be on the discs. and it would be okay.
We could kind of put the cart on top of all of the discs at once.
We could put the cart in front of the horse and push it.
Wait, one person. Nah, I've got a perfect solution. One person extra gets in the cart, and then we put their disc in the cart as a wheel. It's a perfect solution with no flaws.
Oh, perfect solution. Where's the thing I want to do? God damn it! Why have I lost the thing that I really want? Well, so that's one hell of a sentence. I would definitely not have deleted this sheet. Wait a minute. Are you in the archives? Look within the archives.
It's not in the Jedi archives. Someone must have deleted it. Some
Concord
boomer.
Pack's dead.
Rude, but true.
Innocent sheep. I'm restoring that one. Oh, why have I saved Niv Mizzet? Why is that important for me to have saved?
Because
What if
Niv
you-
Mizzet is number 1 or whatever his Theotex is.
What if you want to throw it at us?
I mean, we die.
He sucks. Niv Mizzet's a loser.
Yeah, but we're level 9.
He's no Elder Dragon.
I mean, he should be for like how old he is and how powerful, but no.
No, he's not actually that old.
Oh, is he not?
No. He just pretends to be old because he likes to people think he's better than he is.
But he'd still kill us, though.
Yeah. Fucking head of the Mad Inventors Guild.
You got past the trolls, but can you get past the small wall of sheep?
Oh god, no! I'm sworn to do no violence against sheep.
I'm angry that
Anti-sheep.
because of your
And
stupid
a
shit,
sheep
you've actually
violence.
probably made good time. Oh, wait, I'm gonna have to fucking open the original PDF. This is bullshit. Okay, so you all feel great. You feel like you overcame like a really difficult thing, easy as fuck.
Don't like the sound of that.
Now that's just me being bitter.
Sorry, but got mind flare in my head.
Oh my god, I nearly clicked the wrong thing and nearly clicked Fatalis.
Oh,
Sure.
we definitely die to that.
Ah yes, Fatalis appears.
Yeah, sure.
Fatalis turns up and just the whole world burns.
I'll
Because fuck
fabricate,
us, I guess.
I'll fabricate us a new wheel
Ah,
out of the broken old wheel, but this is a new shiny wheel. With all the wheels and whistles.
Okay, it's gonna be real sad that that's probably about to be destroyed.
what's about to be destroyed?
The cart he's fabricating.
We could
I
just
mean, it's
not
fine.
just have someone sat on the Phantom Steed.
It's fine. Even if he destroys this cart, I have 2 more castings of fabricate to build an entirely new cart.
Nice. So
How do you have two more castings of Fabricate? We shouldn't have that many spell slots, or is Fabricate lower level than I thought it was?
Fabricate is 4th level.
Ah, I thought it was 5th.
So I mean, yeah, I only have 1 5th level spell slot. No more Steel Wind striking for me because I cast Wall of Force. I always
Ah,
thought Wall
yeah.
of Force was 4th level as well, but
So we had it the wrong way around.
uh,
I
Yeah.
thought Fabricate was 5th. You thought Wall of Force was 4th.
I just always remember it being 4th level, but it's 5th, so yeah.
Okay, so can everyone make me a dex save?
No, I can't do that. But
Probably-
I'll give it my
probably
best.
not.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I couldn't do it.
I also had to burn my portent to do all of that, so
Oh, wait a minute,
no portents left.
A
Everyone
what save?
dex. Everyone except I know this doesn't help Joseph, but everyone apart from Lumen has a normal roll while Lumen has disadvantage.
Oh, good, good, good. Oh,
Via-
well, wonderful. It's still an
Via
8.
rolled really well.
And the 2 NPCs managed to dodge out of the way.
The
Oh,
2
God.
NPCs are protected by a force stronger than anything in this world. God.
So you everyone who's not Lumen.
With a 20.
No, Lumen got an 8.
Yes, everyone who's not Lumen.
Yeah, but Via got a 20.
I know. So,
Okay.
So it's everyone who isn't Lumen is fine.
Uh-huh.
You
Okay.
you see a very
I mean,
interesting.
Samla got a 2.
It was mainly cart based that was important. Sure, Zamla.
There's I'm sensing a distinct. I wish to harm one of the players.
Oh no,
moment right now.
it was kind of like no. He makes a fair point about Zamla
And-
would probably be at least a little hurt.
I assume Editha's okay with a 12.
Yeah, especially from the very back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
like,
I'm like agreeing with Graham here.
Well, fuck off. I'm allowed to bully Joseph.
How many meteorites is this?
It's not
It's
a
too many.
meteorite.
How many meteors is this? Has the troll just flung a sheep or something?
No,
You know, a general
it's much
direction.
funnier.
Oh,
Zamla, you take 21 bludgeoning damage as you're knocked to the floor.
I don't like how that was Zamla and I'm about to take something.
No, you don't take any damage.
No damage?
Apart from
I'm
kidnap
dead instantly.
damage.
Well, what?
So what everyone else sees and what Lumen might see quite up close. You see Horse and Lumen and Cart. This boy.
Oh, have I been picked up by a bird? Has a bird picked me up? No, it's more of a dragon thing.
You see that swoop down, pick up the cart with Lumen and the horse attached to it, and fly off. While
Can I
yelling "Get fucked" to the rest of you.
can I just
well,
look up at it and be like, "Excuse me, could you put me down?
Ah, one of you hung on.
Oh, I'm still in the car."
Give me a dex save. You can have advantage on it. Oh, never mind. You managed to hold on. You're like holding onto the cart as it's like shaking it.
Why have you done this?
Because you're dickheads. You know what you've done.
What did I do?
That's all you get for the minute, Joseph. It's just for fun. We're gonna see what does everyone else do. Your cart, Lumen, and horse have been stolen.
I mean,
Your
we're
car,
on,
human and
we are
horse.
on the discs, and Lumen has one up, which means the discs are going to. The way that Tensor's disc works, it will still follow the Drake, Wyvern, Dragon, whatever's picked him up, just along the ground at extremely high speed. Fucking hope we don't hit anything. Yeah. Thaumaturgy to make my voice boom, I guess, and shout in Draconic. What's the big idea? What did we do to you?
Lumen, you see them looking down like, what the fuck? How are your stupid friends so fast?
Magic.
We're attached to you, moron.
Magic attachment, but why? What have we done to you?
He's not gonna answer you straight away. Everyone else, you suddenly see the floating disc that's under Zamla just like vanish. So you all just like come screeching to a halt as you see like the dragon swoop into a nearby area.
Right.
Lumen, you have been deposited down. What should I do? Yeah, let's quickly have a minute of let's. Oh, and Grim's gone again. Okay, well, when Grim gets back, tell him that I've stole Joseph.
Oh no, I've been stalled.
You have been stolen.
Party just had their lumen mugged from
Yeah.
them.
Okay, so
Mhm.
just agree with us here, because I know there would obviously be rules against this. As the cart is placed down, weirdly gently, you are thrown into like a makeshift cage, and realize that there's like fucking tons of carts around you. Can you give me a advantage history check?
Do you want me to roll to GM?
No, that's fine. Ooh.
22.
You instantly recognize the symbols and like the paint scheme on the other carts, and realize that your cart is similar in style, but obviously isn't. You can tell
Oh
that.
my god, it's part of this dragon. This dragon's horde is carts, isn't it?
The other carts here are clearly Zentarum carts, whereas yours
Right.
is painted the same.
As a Zentarum
Yes, but does not have any of like the symbols or anything on it.
Its horde is Zentarum carts.
Yeah.
It's the dragon. It's the dragon that we all know and love. The law dragon. Except I don't know anything about them, other than you guys have talked about how they're cool.
I love him. He's a good boy. They say to you, all right, fucking. Normally, I don't have to deal with any people, so you sit there for a minute. I guess I'll need to drop you off somewhere, unless you prefer me to kill you.
I don't like death, but I don't know why you've mugged. Why have you taken our car? Why have I been kidnapped?
You,
what
look,
have we
you-
done to you?
Look, you know what you guys are like. You dickheads. This is my
What?
fun. I like messing with you guys. Has no one
What?
told none of your leaders like told you?
Leaders? I don't work for. As far as I'm aware, I don't work for anyone.
Then why pray tell? You like looks real like you know when you like get up with like puff out your chest and stuff. It's like, well then, why pray tell are you riding in a very obviously evil cart?
It is?
Yes, and I could tell that there's like evil all over your group. I can like smell it.
I mean, to be fair, we do smell relatively evil, what with the whole, like, Elder Brain Dragon in the brain, and tadpoles, and necrotic chardlin, and, like, we have the Book of Vile Darkness, but don't worry, we also have the Book of Exalted Deeds, and they're sort of, like, neutralizing each other. And we got the evil, we got, like, the Eye of Steve 2, But don't worry, holy blood transfusions? We're good, but we do smell evil. I will admit.
Wait, so you're... give me a
I'll-
persuasion with advantage, as he asks. So, wait, so you're not Zentarum?
No, I don't know who they are. Thank you.
Yeah, you were only failing that if you got, like, less than 5.
Mm.
He's like, well, why are you riding one of their carts?
It was just a cart we had lying around in town. We took to... Look, we're kind of on a time crunch now, but we were going to investigate several obsidian towers because reality's ending.
What? It is?
But we can maybe save it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so we were gonna go investigate these Chardland towers to hopefully find a solution to this whole end of reality thing. If you want to help out with that. Also, like, it's sort of the reason that interdimensional travel just blenders you, but we can do it because we've got the Chardland-y goop.
Wait, it
So we're
does
hoping
what?
the Chardland...
You're saying
Yeah.
a lot of, like, real worrying things.
Yeah, also, like, loads of gods are getting sick and dying and stuff.
Oh.
Like, the gardener.
Do they need, like, chicken soup?
I think they need, like, reality to stop dying.
Oh.
Because they are reality. So it makes them not well. I guess chicken soup might help, though.
I might be able to help. I'm apparently quite magic, I think. People see I am.
Oh, that's cool. Same.
Okay, so... Okay, how about this? You wait here for a minute, because I'm not prepared for guests. I'm going to tidy up. I'll leave you, like, some food, and I can leave the TV on.
Cool. I mean, part of the reason we came here was just to try... Like, Via was really into coming here to try and get some money.
Money?
Because we're kind of... Right, so we're kind of destitute after we went to, like, an evil place called Evernight.
Uh-huh.
And they were selling people there as food.
Wait, what?
So we tried...
That's,
Yeah, I know, it
That's
was-
so evil.
I know, right? But there was, like, an army of them, so we couldn't really fight them on it. So we just bought... We spent, like, all of our money on buying people to save them.
What? How could you make money out here? There's like fucking nothing in my hills. Okay, they're technically not mine, but I live here.
I don't know. Something about star metal. Via was really into that idea.
Make me a perception check.
$12.
You're unsure, but like you can see in like cave walls nearby, there is just like a bunch of veins of metal that the dragon doesn't seem to like have interacted with at all.
Yeah, so Via was like... Sort of like that metal over there, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a metallologist.
Is that why people keep coming here?
Probably?
Huh. No one's ever actually told me.
Oh. That's sad. You look like you could use a friend. Also, I'm probably gonna die in 5 days.
Oh. Well,
But...
I'll leave you some snacks. I'll go tidy you up. I'll make some food for you and your friends. Because
Oh,
that's
thank you.
kind of apart from like, you know, standard stealing carts. I was out getting some ingredients.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Very cool.
So now what's gonna happen, Joseph, is we're both gonna go back to the other group, but you're not gonna. Well, you can obviously talk to them as Joseph, but you're not gonna talk to them. And there's gonna be a joke where they infiltrate the place and see the dragon cooking you, but it's not you.
Okay. Thumbs up.
And then they find you, and you're just like, just eating a bag of crisps. It's actually not that bad.
Oh, these are quite nice.
Okay.
Sure.
Back we go.
Vecna. It's not Vecna, but it's the stat block.
Heck no,
Wait, what?
it's Vecna.
What's Vecna done? We've been busy talking. What's Vecna done while we were gone?
I mean, I just went off on a tangent about monks while you were gone.
Fair enough. So yeah, you are missing a cart and some person that was in it.
Well, we're gonna have to go after him. Give chase.
Well, Meredith, you seem to have thoughts on that.
I have no thoughts on anything. Head empty.
We don't
I mean,
have to.
I still have my. All the rest of us who have discs still have the discs up, so Via can just fly like heck. I don't know, haste and fly and just start double dashing, while everyone sits on the discs, unless I get to a certain point and do the other discs disappear, or did that one disc that Zala was on?
It was just Lumen's one that vanished.
Oh, so it's because he's took Lumen.
You don't know exactly, but what actually happened was he basically dispelled the magic.
Okay, so the rest of our discs are still up.
Yeah.
Via will fly in that direction and beat Zamla. Jump on my disc, quick!
Okay, I do that.
Fly and dash.
God,
so
that can sound really rude if you mishear it.
What, get on the disc?
Yeah, jump on my disc.
Well, if you're mishearing it as the other thing, Via doesn't have. So it's fine.
Cloaca.
Quiet, you. Flies in the direction she saw the dragon go in.
You see like a sort of clearing next to a cave entrance. You get the feeling from like the like disturbance of the nearby trees that something's been like landing here and taking off here a fair bit.
Okay, so that cave, just by deduction of the surrounding area, is probably the dragon's lair.
Probably yes. You would assume so at least.
Brilliant. We're gonna have to go in. We have to get him back.
Are
Are you okay, Meredith?
going in a dragon's lair is easy.
Sorry, what?
There's no worries about going in dragons' lairs. Dragons are friendly.
Yeah. At least all the ones that I've known of have been, but he did.
Yeah,
shout
every
at
so
me
often they
extra.
eat a few of you, or
I mean,
use
you're
you as makeshift blood. It's fine. That's what we're there for.
I was going to say you'd probably be alright until you mentioned the blood part.
It's some of times our duty in life to be blood for other people.
Hey, I haven't taken advantage of you that way.
I mean,
That
I'm like, I've got starts pulling blood out. Like, I've got so much blood for you. Like, all this holy blood. Just if you need holy blood, I got you holy blood.
Thank you, I'll bear it in mind.
Like it's one of those dodgy watch salesmen opening up the trench coat. It's just all vials of blood.
Far too much
Unfortunately,
blood.
since this looks around like the entrance as we're approaching, she's just like, unfortunately, since this is a cave, my usual methods of cloaking our presence won't work. And I can't turn us all invisible, so there's that.
Ah, so then just a standard stealth roll from everyone as you enter. Unless you want to go in loud.
Wait, we're stealthing?
I mean, Via's trying to move slowly.
You want me to be a distraction? I could be a distraction.
I could be a distraction.
No, I volunteered to be a distraction first. Unless we have 2 distractions.
Maybe all
The
3
whole
of you
party
could be
volunteers
distractions.
to be a distraction. Well, no one sneaks up.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at Samuel. So if you go in that direction into the cave and be a distraction from that side, and I go from this side and be a distraction, and then like Via sneaks in and grabs the little one,
There's
the
no
one with too many fathers.
there's no rule by any chance that I could make to know whether this was a dragon that was worthy of any note, just considering the direction that we were going in. And you know, Faerun has many noteworthy, like, no-named dragons.
Give me a history check.
I'll burn another shot in my primer as well. For another D4. So that's a 24 plus another D4. 25.
You don't know exactly, but you do remember hearing of, like, there might have been, like, some weird dragon who lived in the Star Metal Hills,
Hmm.
but you can't exactly remember, like, their name, especially since, like, oh, well, that's from where we came from, so
Yeah.
it could be different here, but I guess not, maybe.
Yeah, Via's like turning to you guys and she's like, the main reason why I'm stealthing is I do know that there are some dragons that live around this area that aren't mean, but that's where we're from. Here, I'm not so sure. It might be the other way around, they might be really hostile. So, that's why I'm trying to be quiet. How about we try and get at least ears on the thing, on the guy, before we decide whether we're gonna start throwing out distractions. Sound good?
Very well then.
Start walking in.
Start walking in.
Okay. Almost immediately, you guys start noticing things that you're walking past. There's a lot of carts in here. Like, relatively similar to the one that you had. Like, same sort of paint scheme and same sort of, like, design. There's just so many of them. Would you just continue advancing through?
I mean, yeah, the fact that that seems to be what he was aiming for when he jumped them were evidently he's attacking caravans for whatever's in their cart. Via's like, maybe he mistook us for something else. It's lending her a little bit of hope that maybe he's not a complete dickhead.
So everyone give me a perception.
Perception.
Nice. Very
Nat
nice.
20.
Middle nice.
I rolled a 2.
Oh.
Via, you can hear a screaming coming from down one of the corridors. Well, not corridors, but you know what I mean.
So does it sound like small elf boy screaming, or is it angry dragon screaming?
More. It definitely doesn't sound like it's a dragon screaming.
Oh god. Walks a little bit faster. But it doesn't. Does it sound like Lumen within that 20?
You're not sure. It does sound a bit weird.
Is it intraconic? Or is it just
Yeah, it's just like screaming of ah. So I guess technically common.
Could be any. It's just noise. Follow it.
Sure. You find yourself peering into what looks like a giant kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. And I have no portents. It's still a 19.
On the table, you can see that there is something strapped down. And that's where the screaming's coming from.
Is it a certain elf? Or
You can't tell because it's kind of like what's it called? It's been prepared for cooking. As in, like, it's coated in like what the fuck's it called? Like, not juices.
olive oil?
I mean, like,
Has
Or
it been
tinfoil?
seasoned?
Is
Hmm?
it been seasoned? Is it been wrapped in tinfoil?
Or pastry or something?
I like
Like a nice sausage roll.
I like the pastry one. That's very funny. No, I meant like glazed. Like, it has like
Okay.
a honey mustard sauce all over it.
Is it like humanoid sized?
It appears to be. And you can see that the dragon is cutting things up, and they have like a big knife. And you can see that they're pretty much like. You think they're about to move over to the body to cut it up.
Fuck. Prestidigitation.
Uh-huh.
Actually, can you lay out the room for me, please? Because there's a table that I take it out behind the door,
Yeah, you're like it. The door is like ajar slightly.
and I'm peeking around it. Can see table, which I'm
There's,
guessing
like-
is that like elevated above me.
Sort of. It's like you can see a big table in the middle of the room, and around the outside there's like what look like cooking utensils on the wall, and like maybe an oven or something that looks like a big oven, but it all looks like ramshackled, and you can sort of piece together what the things are. Like, that thing you can see might be a sink, maybe. It sort of looks like a normal kitchen, but like more chiseled.
Before I do anything to the other two, any ideas?
My idea was to announce ourselves to the dragon and talk him round.
How many of you understand Draconic?
Me.
I do.
I understand Draconic.
Also, since we're like at the door, can I recognize whether that's a voice that we know that's screaming on the table?
Give me an insight.
Now that we're like in the room,
Well, you're not in the room.
well, next to
You're
it.
peeking in. Great.
11.
Anyone who has the Draconic, you hear the dragon sort of like mumble to themselves of like, shut the fuck up. it's just the screaming won't stop.
Okay, I'm not going to prestidigitation.
Is it now where I become a distraction? I can distract. I'm good at distracting. I'm very distracting.
Verita jumps out and does like a song and dance.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime girl.
Gets vaporized.
Just like got like a stick and I'm dancing with the bowler hat.
Smash jump cut the Meredith I've been thrown in an oven, and everyone like, no! Stop!
No, wouldn't
They
throw you in the
died to a
oven.
dragon. It's what they would have wanted.
True.
If you're gonna go in the oven, Verita, at least like bite down on this apple, please.
A pie pops out, and it has like the tiny top hat on top.
But yeah, I will attempt to distract so you can go and free Lumen. I mean this seriously. I draw his ire
Try
towards
and talk him
me.
down if you can.
I'm like, I'm gonna run in and be like, "Hey, buddy, friend guy, buddy, friend guy."
Well,
And
Via
I'm like this partially skeletal looking fucking kobold.
Sure. As you jump in, give me a performance.
Oh god.
Do you want me to stealth or something?
I mean, yeah. What are you doing at the same time? That's a good performance.
That's way better than I expected.
What? So, Meredith has jumped in the room and is singing and dancing.
I'm shucking and jiving.
What's Via and Zamla doing? They're just like
Via's
awestruck
going-
at how good he is as a dancer. It's like, I didn't know he was such a good dancer.
Via's trying to like zip up to him behind the table if she can. If the tables, she can flap her wings a little bit to like get up to the table level to see if that is Lumen.
So,
Which the stealth is to do that unnoticed.
sadly you do get noticed, but so what happens is Meredith jumps out and does like song and dance, and the dragon's like, oh my god, you got here way faster than I thought, and like, alright, give me a second, and they chop the head off and the screaming stops. It's like, alright.
He hears a little squeal out of Via, like a little
Peace.
Was that what we worry it was?
That's what I'm wanting to know.
Well, yeah, it was obviously was, yeah. The dragon
So
responds to you.
he just cut Lumen's head off.
I didn't know you knew him.
No. Like, was up to the body. Like, so like, as we know, when a body is dead, it becomes an object. I take it that if it was a clean cut, the head would still be where it is, like on the table.
Yeah?
Hand on top of head, press it down, mending, and then hope the Snaggletooth of Destiny brings him back. If not, like, attunes to it herself and uses it.
Okay, so what happens there is you jump on top and the dragon's like, no, don't do that. And then you reattach the head and instantly the screaming starts again, just right in your face.
It isn't Lumen, because I'm right on top of him now.
Uh-huh.
Lumen, like, just pats you on the cheeks.
So you realize it definitely isn't Lumen. Now that you're like right up on them.
What?
Just as Lumen, you walk into the room.
Oh, guys! With
and
my
that-
bag
my
of
kid-
crisps. Have you tried
is
these?
it? What is it then? What am I looking at?
Do you say that?
No, I'm asking as Via looks at it, evidently freaked out because she's freaked out a little bit, thinking that she'd just seen her friend die. Went to do the best she could to bring them back, and then realized that's not my friend. What is she seeing?
Give me an Arcana and a Nature.
Oh, hey, Meredith, do you want some crisps?
Hello, my darling. Hello, my baby. Hello, my. I just like continue my shuck and jive.
26.
Let's entertain the dragon. Make sure he doesn't eat us.
Oh, I didn't know you were such a good dancer.
I did 6 years of tap and 3 of ballet. Terrible.
Well, it seems to have paid off. I'm going to burn a second level spell slot again for help on the nature.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things. That's one of the things I'm working on that feat for, and it did nothing. 11. 26 on the Arcana though.
I would say like between the two of them, you think you recall in like your potions class, there are weird plants that are human-like that
Oh, fuck, is this the
scream a whole bunch.
Oh fuck! Is this a mandrake?
It is.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Yes, I tried.
You wouldn't
Sorry.
believe how much time we spend working on dance routines to like entertain dragons.
Oh, neat.
Like full theater productions of like the gnomes killing the like trapping Kurtlemak, like the kobolds rising up to stop them, them genocide. Like it's just full productions. We like do all the plays. It's very important.
All
You
shown
have to
through
show me them
tap.
sometime. That's how I do a lot of my blade singing is mostly dance routines. So if you teach me some, I might be able to incorporate it into a blade song.
Yeah, sadly, there's no way to see the full theater productions anymore because we all got massacred, apart from some of a very smaller number of us.
You can still show me some of the dances, right?
Yeah, I can talk you through it.
Nice.
Normally we don't teach it in non-kobold, but you can be an exception. You're a good friend. I know you
Your
don't
shape
like
might be a bit wrong. It's fine.
So like Lumen comes in with like a big container full of like chopped up vegetables.
Yeah, Via's just to the dragon. It's like, sorry. I thought it was some.
What? You thought? Wait, you thought it was
thought
your
it was him.
friend?
Yes.
Ugh! I don't eat humans.
He's not human.
I'm humanoids.
Okay, good. Breathe a sigh of relief. Again, sorry, kind of. Was freaking out a little bit.
How could
Why do
you
you want
even think they were similar? You look at Lumen and you look at the Mandarin and you're like, they're the exact same height.
They are the same. They are the same height.
No, they're not. Actually, they're a lot more similar now. I'm looking at it.
That mandrake does look weirdly like Lumen.
Also, my mind just went to all sorts of places when you dropped the knife down, so yeah, there's that.
Oh yeah, I saw that you people had arrived, and I didn't want the stupid screaming thing to annoy you.
So where do you want these veggies?
Just throw them in that pot.
Okay. He heaves them up, throws them in pot.
Oh, do any of you like have any allergies or anything?
Nope.
Are you any of you like vegetarian or anything? Because I haven't put any meat in yet.
Points. Literally an owl.
All right.
I don't know about the other. I don't know about the others.
Oh, wait a minute. What about mice?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was her saying she eats meat.
Oh, I thought you said it wouldn't.
No. I think the whole point of an owl is that they do eat things.
Okay.
Literally the only.
I also eat things.
Literally the only fruit and or veg I have is good berries, but that's only because they're like magical.
I'm
When cook-
deathly allergic to dying, but other than that, I'm pretty good.
When
You
cleaned
should eat more fiber. Good for
when
you.
cleaned and cooked properly, are mice actually tasty?
Via like.
I mean, you could sort of argue
pandas.
anything can be.
Yeah, Via like ponders it, and she's like, yeah, it can be made a lot better with spices and things.
I mean, I discovered that gnome was tasty on our last trip.
Is it really? Is it?
Oh.
I always thought it would be like kind of stringy.
Yeah, it was like a weird texture, but like the finger sandwiches were pretty good.
Well, while I don't want to take part in that myself, interesting information. Thank you. Also, you can stop dancing now. I don't know if this is something you always do, but like you look like you're getting tired.
I'm only 1/10 of the way through this like depiction, this music, this interpretive dance performance, which is used to portray the history of our peoples.
Yeah, this only goes on for another 2 hours.
I mean, you can keep going. But
Usually there are other dancers who swap in and out, but I'm the only one left.
could I tempt you to stop for a K-bar, which is no one else would know what this is.
Yeah.
Mereditha, you know that a K-bar is a kobold bar. They're specifically treats made by dragons for kobolds.
Murdertha stops instantaneously and goes into like the sort of like prostrated position waiting for his K-bar.
You are given a lovely candy bar.
Snaffles it up. It's like it's gone.
Just like pats you on the head. Alright, so like how can I help you? It's gonna be like another like maybe 20 minutes before the food's done. I hope soup's okay.
Well, breathing a sigh of relief.
I don't know, just based on the like size difference, I assume that's gonna be a lot of soup for us to eat. So yeah,
I mean, yeah, but there's also the dragon eating, so
that's true. But he could make himself a normal portion and give us like a drop, and to us that would be like a massive bowl of soup.
yeah. They're a big soup boy.
Yeah, Lewin's got no complaints.
Since Via seemed to do okay on those checks earlier to see if she knew what dragons were here, Via's just like, are you one of the dragons that lives in the Storm Metal Hills? Are we actually there now? Are we, or at least near? That's where we were trying to go.
I mean, looks around at like the stone walls, like, well, you're in one of the hills. So well, like that. Yeah, you know what I mean.
True, I did see some weird looking metal outside. It was not steel.
Via's like, how did it? Okay, I flew in, so maybe that's how I overlooked it.
Technically, you didn't enter through the same. There's many rooms full of carts. You went through a different room full of carts than the one that Lumen was caged in quotation marks in.
Lumen, I didn't see any on the way in. Could you elaborate?
I did, just out that way, then like the cave across from this cave.
Scurries away.
What?
It's very nice meeting you. Like waves at the dragon. But I have to check something real quick. Scurries
Okay.
away.
Sips at the soup. Like, a bit more salt.
Yeah, it's really.
Vi, when you get into the
Lumen
big,
will help the dragon cook.
your lightsaber's great for cutting.
Yeah.
It cuts and cooks at the same time.
Yeah.
Just throw a loaf of bread in the air, you do some of your blade singing, and we have toast.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Instant toast.
Okay.
Instant toast.
So, I mean, this is definitely you can fuck with things moment of Via runs off. Everyone else you're roped into helping cooking. Do you just do as you're told? Yeah, this is this is mostly a question to Owen, I suppose.
If you want, we can save on cooking, and I can just purify all of the raw ingredients, and we can eat them like that.
Oh, but cooking makes them taste nicer.
That is a good point. I guess we follow the instructions, and I guess I'm going to, I guess I could, are there any nearby vegetation?
I mean, there's a lot of things stored, but you're inside of like a cave system, so.
Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting the map is different.
Yeah, at most.
Ooh, are there any mushrooms then, since it's a cave system?
I was gonna say at most you might find like a little outcropping of mushrooms or like some moss.
Okay, I'm gonna look for specifically mushrooms that are poisonous but taste nice, and I'm gonna purify them so we get to, like taste this unique species of like mushroom flavor that nobody gets to because it normally kills you.
Ooh, the dragon would be very interested when you do that. They would suggest if you wanted, instead of putting in the soup, we could fry up those mushrooms, and then we could actually just like get to taste them by themselves.
Are we just doing fucking like
It's like
an episode of like Dungeon Meshi or no?
Yeah.
No. Okay, yeah, let's do it. I'm up for it.
Via,
Uh-huh.
you get to the other cave system and you see like in the wall, a massive vein of metal that looks so similar to star metal. Obviously, you don't know for certain, but it's like it has to be. It's just like a
Also
massive vein of it.
I also conjure some unseen servants to help Cook. Just carry things around and stuff.
And there's me without locate object to be certain.
Meredith, you are constantly being fed by this dragon.
Oh god, he's a feeder.
Look
a
at
feeder.
you.
Oh, God.
You're very malnourished.
You roll out of this cave,
Look at you, you're going to starve.
and then
Emo.
over the course of the day, you just slowly go from incredibly fat to skeleton again.
The one positive is that because I have my wasting sickness caused by the book, I cannot ever. I'm basically a black hole for this food.
Yeah, which is why they're constantly feeding you. They're like trying to make you put on like a tiny bit of weight, and you're just not.
Because you're the emaciation from magic.
They're already onto the second box of K-bars.
Do you want me to roll anything to ascertain any certainty as to what this mineral is?
I mean, you can roll me an Arcana, but you're like 99% positive already that this will be the star metal.
Yeah.
Just obviously the very unrefined kind.
Yeah, but she has an elf friend with fabricate, so...
True.
Oh, she is aware that this is in this guy's house, so she's not just going to pinch it. She knows how valuable this stuff is. 24.
You're pretty sure. As I said, like 99%.
Yeah. She does like a little like excited like squee sort of like thing to herself. Like a self fist bump, like yeah. But it hurriedly gets back to the rest of the group. She's just like wanted to see it for herself just to be sure and to know where it is. And she's like, get back into where everyone else is. Get back to the Dungeon Meshy episode.
Yeah, you get back and there's like a load of really delicious smells in the air, and there's a load of like plates of different weird foods and things out. It's like, you're back just in time.
Oh wow! Like looking at all the food, everything smells so good.
Okay, have you ever tried flail snail?
No.
Okay, points at a plate. Try one of the bits of that. Make sure you dip it in the liquid, the garlic butter.
I imagine it is just a giant, because again, dragon-sized. I assume it is a giant slice of flail snail, especially because flail snails are big as well.
It would be like small to them. It would be like a large slice to you. It's not huge, but like yeah. To them, it's just like.
I don't suppose there's any tiny cutlery or nothing for. No.
No, they actually probably would. If you asked, they'd be like, "Oh, we probably do have some of that," and they like go through a bunch of boxes and just like throw a load of cutlery out.
Via initially goes to like use her claws, but then she's just like, "We're in company of a dragon. Probably should have a bit more manners." Do you have any cutlery for humanoids?
Yeah, they dump out like a box full of cutlery. Yeah, this is the cutlery box. There's normally a bunch of that stuff on the Zent carts.
Yeah, takes like a fork and a knife and cuts into flail snail. Nom nom nom.
The texture's a bit weird, but it does taste nice.
Yeah.
Like it's sort of chewy, kind of. Everyone enjoys a lovely meal, including the NPCs who have been very quiet.
No.
Yeah, Via's gonna let everyone enjoy all the food that they've spent the time preparing before she's like, okay, why we were here?
I really love the idea that we ran out of plates, so Felix eats out of a cat ball.
A ball's a ball.
Oh,
So yeah, what are you guys doing here?
Well,
Sorry
it was
about the
kind
cart,
of-
by the way.
It's okay. We have floating discs. We can and fabricate and mending. We can manage. We were kind of here on kind of my idea for a detour. We were heading towards the Black Spire on a map that we have, but we kind of have like no resources apart from our magic. So I suggested that we take a little detour to the Star Metal Hills to try and farm some, or mine some, I suppose. And then that's when you jumped on us. I couldn't help but notice that I think you have some in that cavern, but it's in your house, so
You know, I am
I
just
could-
realizing that's probably why it's called the Star Metal Hills. I always
Yeah,
wondered
apparently
why
nobody-
people. Well,
Via's going to try to hide the fact that she's just like, really?
yeah. Lumen's 100% like, yeah. No one told him that that's why people came here.
is it like worth something? Like this is just one of my holiday houses.
Via just nods. She's like, that's why the star metal is minerals that have been left over from celestial bodies falling to the ground.
Oh,
So,
cool.
hence the name. But as a result of that, it's a strange phenomenon how it usually lands somewhere in this continental region, but also it doesn't happen all the time, so it's very rare. Therefore, it's quite valuable.
Oh, actually,
Uh,
I probably know the answer to that one. Okay. How do I?
Holy fuck, that's worth a lot of money.
How do I explain
What
this?
have you just looked up star metal?
Yeah, I've just looked up star metal.
Yeah.
It's worth so much money.
It is. It really is.
Pound of star metal is valued at 10,000 gold. Holy
Yeah.
fuck,
Uh-huh.
that is a lot of money.
So Via's like, worst case scenario, we could just have a nugget of it to spend on spell component costs, like all my divinations, or we can sell it and try to like, for spells.
And
Or to
apparently,
feed herself.
yeah, apparently it's also just amazing to make weapons out of it.
Yep, the Netherese made swords out of it.
Yeah, and it's incredibly easy to enchant.
Like,
This is
Via's like keeping that in the deck just in case
Oh.
Lumen's like, oh, I don't know. Via's like, the Netherese used to make swords with it. Wouldn't that be cool? A star
Oh.
metal sword.
So yeah, okay. Do any of you know what magnets are?
Yes.
Thank fuck for that. Most people don't know what magnets are, and it's really annoying to explain. So
I mean, if Newt was here, he'd probably know. Well, Newt is here, but not.
Yeah.
The player's not here. Newt would probably also know.
No, what's a magnet?
You know your gravity spell?
Yes.
It's like a really, really tiny, weak version of that you hold in your hand.
And what? It works like gravity? I understand how
It-
gravitons work and things. but
Kind of.
magnets- No, they're witchcraft, right?
yeah. Okay. So
I mean, that, but also it only attracts metal.
hey, come with
And
me
only
a
certain
minute.
metal. Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, no.
an-
Oh, for him. Okay.
anyone is like free to follow. You are taken down really deep.
Down, flying deeper and down.
You,
Sorry.
you notice that the deeper you get, the more. What's the word? Like actually carved and things like that. The walls are.
Uh-huh.
Like you think like the closer at the surface you were, the more it's like been worn away. But now that you're this deep, you're like, no, someone's definitely made this.
Yeah, the dragon has probably borrowed it out
And
intentionally.
you eventually get far down, and they point at a giant thing and go that.
Neat.
that there's a bunch of them under here, and essentially, do you know who the Netherese are?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
people who
so years
went a bit
ago,
insane.
yeah, they kind of like realized that this area was like more magnetic, so they actually set up like hundreds of these under here, and that's why the meteors keep falling here.
So why doesn't
Ooh.
all metal stick to them? Because I got coins and they're not sticky to that one.
Magic?
I mean,
Yeah, that adds up, I guess.
it seems to they seem to align with the type of metal. Like some metals, you know how come if you use something like shocking grasp on certain items, it'll carry the charge? No. If someone's
Yes,
holding a metal sword,
I know
you-
everything about electricity, but nothing about magnetism.
okay, it's kind of like that. If you use shocking grasp on a metal sword in front of you, the person holding it would probably get shocked. If you use shocking grasp on someone, but they're sitting on a cart and you use it on the cart, you're probably just going to damage the cart a bit. So different materials transfer energy differently. It's kind of like that.
Ah, so you're
Wait.
proposing that if you pass like an electrical signal through something, then like, it depending on the type of material, different effects might occur. That's interesting.
Nods.
Oh, we had one. Do any of you have anything on you made of mahogany?
No.
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 As much as I'd like to, because mahogany is a really nice.
Just for fun, Lumen, yes, you do.
Sure, pulls out my mahogany wand.
It gets pulled over at the magnet.
No, my wand!
Yeah, I
have
have
my orb
no
as
idea
well.
why that happens.
I
At
do have
all.
my orb, but
It should only attract metals, but also
I'll-
attracts mahogany.
interesting.
Okay, that's strange.
It is.
I guess I try and pull the mahogany off the wall.
It is so stuck to it.
Oh no, I've lost my backup focus.
If
Oh,
only
well.
there was a really rare metal upstairs you could use. Alas. See, yeah, so that's probably why it's this region. I wonder if that's why I made a house here. I wonder if it works on like metallic dragons.
Maybe
I mean-
you're a magnet.
I mean, what scales are this guy? Because it looks like. It kind of looks like gold on the picture, but it's hard to tell.
Guys, I'm sorry, but I have to come off now.
That's okay. We're
Okay,
like
we're
wrapping
probably
it
gonna
up
wrap
with
up anyway.
jokes now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you later. Have a good night.
Toodaloo.
Boy.
I think he's bronze. My brain turned off. Yeah, a bronze dragon.
I'm pretty sure. Well, bronze isn't. Bronze
It's not
copper isn't.
ferromagnetic.
No.
But is it magnetic?
Nickel, iron, and cobalt, I believe, are the only.
Oh, not
three.
cobalt.
No, cobalt as in the mineral.
Turns out all kobold's bones are made of cobalt, so they just get stuck to the walls here.
Oh, that.
Just for the purposes of kind of a joke, but not really a joke, can I just give Via some knowledge that I have that she might not?
What is it?
Did you guys know that they used that at one point there were dragons which had like iron scales and steel scales and cobalt scales?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. That is not no longer because they're dickheads. 5th edition information.
I know.
That is
I know.
information that
That-
I am
that's why I
happy
had
for
Via
people to
say-
have.
That's why I had Via say, there's stories about them in books, but they haven't been seen for millennia.
You know, that feels weirdly familiar.
They would probably get stuck to this.
You look over and there's just like a dragon stuck its back. Help!
Minor illusions of a dragon just being like, help! I'm stuck.
Okay, so it's
Help me.
it's getting late. Do you guys want to like rest here?
Sure.
You said that you were like going somewhere, I might, since I've
mean-
kind of fucked your cart, I could fly you there.
That'd be nice.
Thank you. That will save us plenty of time, and we would like to mine some star metal. But if we can only find it here, we're happy to trade, or I could divine you a question in exchange, or something like that.
Oh, no,
Do
no,
you
no,
have
no.
the ingredients to make ice cream?
Yes, he does ask that.
I can trade you a lot of ice cream.
Deal. I mean, I wasn't gonna take anything because I put you out, like, I attacked you by accident.
In which case, I'd like to gift you a lot of ice cream.
Okay, then you will be my new best friend for now.
Via looks slightly sad, but at the same time, it's like fair. He has fabricate and can do ice cream.
He does have the spell fabricate ice cream.
Yeah, and Via's just like, can't do that yet.
Okay, so yeah,
And because of how much ice cream I produce, it is literally like a dragon-sized tub of ice cream.
Yeah, I will just finish off here on Lumen, pat on the shoulder. I might need to lend a fabricate either tonight or after we rest, cause all the star metal I found is in the wall.
I mean, I still have a spare one today, and then I can cast it 3 times or 4 times tomorrow, technically.
Yeah, so we can get a bunch of chunks of it, I guess.
Yeah, we can just extract it from the walls and turn it into various weapons and armor pieces, I guess, or just random chunks of it.
I mean, I was thinking of like bracelets with like orbs of it around them, so that I can just cast a divination spell and a little piece of it disappears.
Sure, I'll need to talk to ghosts about that, but yeah.
Look, surprised ghosts?
Ghosts just tell me things. They're quite nice. They're everywhere, but they just tell me things.
I mean, I thought you seeing ghosts was just your dad's.
I just talk to them though. Like when I trance, I just talk to them. They just like show up and say hi. They're quite knowledgeable.
When you say speak to them about it, what do you mean? Out of curiosity.
Oh, like so they tell me how to like make things.
in fact, there's a
Fair.
ghost right behind you now.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm not high enough level to have the ethereal vision yet. That's like 2 levels time. 3
Like,
levels time.
My dad.
Then Via's
Hang
like,
on.
I haven't figured that out yet, but I will be able to do that soon.
But yeah, there are ghosts just everywhere. Most of them are like quite helpful because most of them just want to like help the living people that they care about out. But yeah, they're everywhere.
Okay, so you guys will probably want to like rest and stuff, right?
Thumbs up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you guys can stay in the soft room.
Okay.
So you're basically led to a room, and it's like, all right, I guess, see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
You open the door.
Also, what do we call you?
Oh, have I not introduced myself?
I mean, I haven't learned what you'd like me to call you.
Oops.
Again, she's been very careful about like, can I have your name? She's not going to say that. She's like, what do you want me to call you?
That's Felgolos.
You can call me Via.
You call me Lumen. Also, before I go to sleep, because I will only be able to cast it a couple of times, I will make him the big chunk of ice cream
Nice.
and go extract some star metal, I guess. Just so I get the most uses out of this.
Yeah. When you open the door, you essentially see what looks like a cave, but just filled with like pillows and blankets and things. But like, it's almost like too much is in there. It's like, yeah, that's just where I store that stuff.
Nice.
Evidently gotten off all the carts.
Yes.
Enjoy
So
your.
Are you just like nabbing carts for food ingredients.
Oh no, I just don't like the Zentarum. It
That's
brings me joy to mess with them.
who are the Zentarum?
Evil people.
Would Via know that?
That's fair.
Would Via know who they are?
Good on you. Enjoy your ice cream. I can make more ice cream tomorrow.
So that's a 24 history to know anything about what were they called? The Zontarans.
Zentarum.
Zentarums.
Yes, you would have heard the name before. They're like one of the many organizations that work on the Sword Coast. Generally not the nicest people. But you've not encountered any yourself.
Zentarums. I think I read about those. They're like sort of militant industrial types that work up and down the Sword Coast. Yeah.
Something like that. I don't really get to talk to them much. I just know that they're dickheads.
Fair. I have no arguments against that. That explains the dickheads line when you nick the cart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it upsets them when I do it. They know who I am. So
I'll give them a little spook if I ever see any.
nice. Okay, night night.
Night night.
Bye. Sleep.
And yeah,
Tra-
that's where we'll end it since we're like
Trans-
missing 99% of the party.
It's
Yeah,
true.
like party members just kept dropping left and right. Like, no, not even the dice are doing this. It's real life.
God, I love the
No.
wall of flesh that I've made though.
The wall of flesh.
It looks
True.
so good.
Wall is great. We should probably tell the dragon about that. That there's just a
A wall of troll.
troll.
I mean, you'd tell
that-
them and be like, so that's what it is. I thought that the forest had just come to life or something.
I thought something from DC had just happened over there.
They've started a troll toll.
And they were very angry when we didn't pay it.
I
True.
put their leader under a trance.
And then we left.
So yes, just for notes, you would receive what's a good size? Okay, because I'm weird.
How much can fabricate operate on?
A 10-foot cube.
10-foot cube. I could legit maths how much in Goldsworth we'd get from a 10-foot cube.
You do not get that much because
I was just gonna say
it's a
because I
10-foot
will.
cube that you're working on, and then it's
Yeah.
the material extracted. Essentially, what you get from just this initial one, and this is just a standard Andrew measurement, you get 2 game cubes worth of star metal.
2 game cubes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so that's that's what.
How many pounds of star metal is that?
I don't fucking know.
That's why I'm asking for the dimensions. That's it. What 6 by 6 inch?
Give or take, yeah.
We
Wait, so
still need the
si-
weight of the metal.
I know. That's the thing I was gonna look up. I was gonna look up the density of real life star metal, as in like meteors.
Oh wait, hang on. That's not actually very helpful.
GameCube dimensions.
It lists a weight, but then never lists an area. Other than
Yeah.
1 pound of it is worth 10,000 gold pieces.
Copy. And just paste that in chat. It's gonna really confuse the people not in the call anymore why I've just posted schematics for a GameCube.
I mean, assuming that star metal is roughly as heavy as iron, we've made a lot of money off of that off of that exchange.
You also know that
Yeah,
there's
like,
definitely more
Meteors
in the
are
mountains.
usually mostly iron.
I mean, yeah, especially considering the star metal is attracted to magnets, I would assume it is probably iron, the most magnetic metal.
Yeah, it's either the vast majority of it is metallic iron. So if we have like the density of iron and the rough dimensions of a Nintendo GameCube, we can figure out.
No, I give you
we
the
can max out
exact
how much we have.
dimensions.
Yeah, a GameCube, but that's not numbers.
No, I've posted a picture that has the exact dimensions of a GameCube.
Wait, you did?
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
The density of iron is 7.874 grams per cubic centimeter
Okay.
near
this-
room temperature.
This is very pixelated. I think that's
It
6
is.
by 4 by 6.
You can simplify the amounts and get rid of the points. But yes, that's where we're gonna end it, with you guys doing math and upsetting me with math. That went relatively well. You're all dickheads who avoided my combat.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Also ironic that the episode was called The Organ Trail, and I didn't realise how accurate that actually is.
That's a heavy cube.
Every
Oh, have you got the answer before I did?
Maybe. I might be
In
wrong.
terms-
No,
Like,
sit.
well, like,
Before I
what
click
weight-
end, tell me out loud what you think the answer is.
Hang
in
on,
terms of weight.
what are the units in? Are those inches or centimeters?
Centimeters. I think.
There's an inch and a millimeter one, but the millimeter one's very pixelated, so I would go with 6 by 6 by 4 inches.
Oh,
you-
right,
it-
inches. In which case I need to convert cubic inches into cubic. So cubic centimeters into cubic inches. Hang on.
Oh,
What's
perfect.
the?
I
I
found
have a convert. I have a converter. But what's the number you have in cubic inches, Joseph?
I mean, this would be in cubic centimeters per gram.
Yeah.
But it's 1,133.856.
Yep, and with that we'll end it for today. Star metal, star metal, star metal.
But that's inches times centimeters, so it doesn't make sense.
Why is my convert pad not got?
Ah,
cubic
that
inches?
image
That's
is much
boring.
better.
Yeah, I know.